Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and also good evening, guys. Yo, it's been years. I know. Um, it's hot. I'm tired. I'm going to work later on, and yeah, man, it's just work, 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 and barely even getting time to do anything else. But hey, I just wanted to talk about something. I've just watched this movie called Pet Cemetery, Bloodlines. If you haven't watched the movie yet, go and watch the movie and then you come back. Because if you watch this first and then you go and watch the movie, you will no longer enjoy it because I'm going to be spoiling everything for you. I'm just going to be talking about the effed up things I think these people did, and I hate a horror movie that has dumb characters or characters who make stupid or take whatever decisions, but they're stupid at the end of the day. I hate such characters or movies with those types of characters because okay, I'm not going to remember everything, nor am I going to be speaking about the things that stood out for me that just bore me. They bored me. Like in a sequence as how they appeared on the movie, but I'm just going to tell you about these that I saw. Firstly, Shooty, this guy and a girl, they were leaving this place. It's Loudlow, something like that. I'm just thinking of Wadlow. There were the guy, or I think he got something, a job or something, because I kept on hearing them talking about something that had to do with the army. So he was on his way with his girlfriend and they were leaving town, and then as they were driving, something hit the windscreen of the car, and then they got out. Okay, it was still during the day. I was like, okay, fine. And that thing looked like a bird. Not a bird, I think a crow. What? But it was black. It was a black bird. Yes. So they got out of the car to go and check Guti. What was that? Next thing, a dog is in front of the car, or sitting in front of the car instead of that bird. And then I was like, okay. And then these two dumb characters, instead of telling the dog to, yay, Futek, out of the road, no, they decide to walk. They decide to walk the dog home. They can see this dog looks dirty and whatever. Okay, fine. With that, okay, even Nama wouldn't have thought of, good to know, maybe something is wrong with this dog or something like that. But I was not going to walk the dog home. Oh, walk the dog where? Bella, already now we are heading out of town, and I'm sure wherever they are going, it's far and whatever, and it's way more important than walking this dog home, because this dog is there. I feel like a dog, even if you can take a dog and put it in within the community, you can take it and put it somewhere where it doesn't stay. The dog will, I feel like the dog is familiar with its surroundings. It will be able to find its way home. You understand? I'm not walking any dog home. I'm not doing that. Who? I'm not doing that. I feel like that was the first stupid, fucked up mistake that they did. I'm not walking a dog home. Why would I be doing that? And if I ever decided to do that, I was going to be in the car and the dog was going to be walking outside. I love dogs. I don't want to lie to you. I love dogs. But I'm not doing that. For what? No, I'm not doing that. Next thing, they get to where the dog, to the house where the dog belongs, and that house looks like an old abandoned house, and it looks like it stinks. There are flies, there are this, that, there's just everything that is off, that would make me not go there. Or if I ended up there, I would only be there for a split second, and then after that I would disappear. I would run. You understand? Next thing, the dog disappears. Okay, fine, that can happen if you with the dog, or you visit a friend of yours. The dog will be like, yeah, whatever, and then the dog will go back and go and do whatever wants to do or is busy with. And then they're talking to this guy who happens to, I think the guy was their friend. I'm also going to check out the other Pet Cemetery movie that, I don't know how many movies are there, but I remember another one, but I never got to watch the whole movie. So I can't really remember it properly, but I'm going to check it out. Okay, with this guy, they see this guy looks dead. Like DEAD, dead. He looks pale AF. You understand? That on its own would have also creeped me out. You understand? Yes, it's my friend or our friend or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I was not going to stick around, lab. I don't want to lie to you. We are friends or not. If you have something creepy, or your home is creepyish, I'm not visiting you. I'm not visiting. I'm full part even with sleeping over. I'm not even going to even push it that far. Next thing, the dog bites the girl, and then when the dog bites the girl, they take her to the hospital. And funny enough, not even funny enough, another thing that this guy does. Okay, but I think these people, they just trust it too much. But I'm not doing that. Especially after I've seen all these weird vibes. And not only, another thing that also it even stood out for me that was weird AF was the fact that when the dog was biting the girl, this guy did not, even this the boyfriend was like, no, call your dog, tell your dog to stop and stuff like that. The guy just stood and looked at them. I was never going to turn my back on that guy. Because the next thing you saw, that guy, the boyfriend, he turned his back and then he was focusing on the girlfriend and all of that. I was not doing that. Now they have to walk. Bear in mind, now they have to walk back to the car. What if this girl would have lost blood and died? Because the car, they had to walk to the car, and the car, she was bleeding too much and the car was far away because they decided to walk the dog home. Walk the dog home. Into enihlanyayo nina. Ayola mad. Ayola mad. I mean, I was never going to do that. Mang. Nah. I mean, I'll never do that. I'm not walking any dog home. If I see my dog in town, I'm not going to be like, hey, come, let's go. I love dogs. Don't get me wrong, I love dogs with all my heart. But if I see it in town, I'm not going to be like, come, let me walk you home. Come, I can walk you ways too. No, I'm not doing that. How did it get there in the first place? If it gets lost, it will learn a lesson to never do that again. Someone will be like, oh, it's an animal. Yeah, right, I'm not doing that though. Animal or not, I'm still not walking my dog home or any other person's dog home. You understand? And then there was this part where this girl, I can't remember most of these things now. What's happening? This girl, the one who was bitten by the dog, she was in the hospital, and as she was in the hospital, she started being chased by this other guy. Before we even get there, this Donna girl gets stabbed, chased by this guy, the one who was the main villain of the whole movie, in the house. And then now there's a point where, okay, the guy, even Nami, I would have not seen that one coming. Yes, he would have stabbed me once, but I saw the girl took that thing that they used to stab her and she threw it down. I was never going to do that. I was going to, and that guy who stabbed me is here. His face is next to me. I was going to stab his face or his neck. His neck. And then this stupid girl decides to run out of the house, and as she's running out of the house, she's wearing a long robe or whatever she was wearing. She's going to run with it. Instead of going in her car, and going to town or wherever to find help. No, she decides to run into the field, into the farm that is filled with sunflowers and all of that. How stupid is that? How stupid is that? Who does that? And you're running with this long thing. What if this person was also chasing you? How are you going to get away from that? From him? Because it was going to be easy for him to catch you, because he was just going to grab on this long, foolish, fucked up gown that you are wearing and grab you and get hold of you and kill you. Oh, well, he did do that, and then he took her and he buried her. Then she came back. Back in the hospital. Okay, not even back in the hospital. Now we're in the hospital. That girlfriend girl sees this girl, and then this girl, she's dirty and all of that, and then she wipes. I'm not hugging anyone who's dirty. First things first, I'm not going to be bringing you close to me, most especially around my neck area, most especially if you look weird and AF and all of that. And I've never seen you looking like that. No, I'm not doing that, because even if I do, no, I'm just not doing that. Okay, next thing, she wipes this girl's she tries to wipe her clean or whatever. She wipes her foot, and then her skin peels off, and then she looks at this girl, and then she starts crying. I was going to run out. Who does not know they are hospital? Because these people seem like people who were born there until this particular age that they were on, when they started doing all these foolish, fucked up things. Who does not know their way esibhedlele sangakubo? You do not know your hospital. This is why this will happen. This is why you'll end up running upstairs. Luckily, she ended up coming back downstairs. But I was like, why would I even run upstairs? Why? Even if upstairs was a mansion, I was never going to do that. Because me going upstairs, it's just a stupid damn decision of which I will end up being caught. And me being caught is me dying. And I can't afford that. I would have never done that. She did that though. And then she was caught. Okay, she was caught at the bottom and all of that. But yeah, you understand? So, and then another thing. This guy, oh, here's another thing that I forgot. After this girl was bitten by the dog, the boyfriend went back to the house to go. He saw this guy was standing. I don't know, he was looking up at what and all of that, but he was looking weird AF. And then this guy, the boyfriend, went towards him. Next thing, this guy is no longer there. His brother appears, and then he's busy trying to find out how is the friend and all of that. I was never even going to go back. Most especially even after me seeing him not calling his dog off, after he sees his dog is busy attacking us or my girlfriend. I was never going to go back. As I said again, egg. You understand? This guy was so persistent and was so would cope with wanting to see that friend of his. People, you need to read ama signs with you, okay? La. There's deathning situation and what. There's a crazy MF here. No, he wanted to go and see his friend. Yes, he wanted to go and see his friend. Okay, fine. Fast forward. Then there's the time where Dana's brother goes in the house and finds out that the house is messed up, blood and all of that. And then Dana comes in. And then as they are fighting, okay, then Dana starts attacking his brother. And then this brother is like, no, don't shoot her. Don't shoot her. Don't shoot her. I was going to both of them. Because this one would have made me angry. Because already even now I'm angry about what he was saying. I mustn't shoot her, but you can see what she's doing. And if I'm not mistaken, they were already told these people are not all themselves. No, don't shoot her. She's busy cutting you. Don't shoot her. She's busy cutting you. Don't shoot her. I've never been bored in my lifestyle. And then another thing that also happened. What also happened? Now they started looking for them in the house, searching for them. Towards the end of the movie, they were looking for them in the house. Do not go one by one. This thing of let's split up. Don't do that. Haven't you guys watched horror movies? You do not do that. You do not split up. They ended up dying. This stupid one who died first was going door to door. You know those toilets where the door you can see underneath? Underneath, like they have a big thing. A big hole or what, where you can see, there's someone inside and all of that. No, with him, he started on the first one. He looked down, went to the next one. He looked down. He kept on bending and kneeling and going down. They caught him. They killed him. I was never even going to do that in the first place. I was never even going to split up in the first place, man. Never. If I was him and I decided to start checking underneath the stalls, I was going to bend on the first one, go down on the first one, and look straight through all the other ones. I wasn't going to be doing this 1, 2, 3 thing. No, I'm not doing that. And these guns that they had, they were too long for me. They were too long for me for them to think that they were just the person who they were going to shoot was just going to be like, shoot me, then bah. And then, no, they're stupid. Those guys are supposed to be shot. Yes, no, they didn't know. No, they know because they know the situation in their community. They know what happens and they even know how to get rid of these things. Now, them deciding to carry these long-ass guns was stupid. Next thing, they started going into holes. I was never going to do that unless I ended up being the only one, the only person who was going to be left behind. I mean, I'll always be in the middle, not in the end and not in the beginning. But another thing, I hate confined spaces. So the whole thing, I don't know what would I have done with that whole thing. So fine, and then they found the Lentuzana, and then it seems like towards the end of at the end of the movie, actually, the guy ended up not wanting to leave town and all of that. Just there, I was going to move. Me and my family were going to move. Why don't they go and destroy that whole place? Yeah, it's a spiritual thing. They'll make another one, and I was just going to move. I mean, just like this guy who left, this guy was saying they must not shoot his sister and all of that. You know what, I don't like this movie. I don't like this movie. It just irritated me. The quality and everything of the movie was dope and all of that. I like that, but the thing that I do not like is the dumb decisions the actors kept on taking and making, and also making me angry. So yeah, that's Pet Cemetery Bloodlines. I'm going to check out another one, and then I'll give you my feedback even with that one. On this channel, we're doing everything. Yo, unless am I not nervous? Yo, Kali join.